Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the link in the description box below. With that said, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So with that said, your key to the week is the Fool card. You've got that new energy, this new, fresh, dynamic, vibrant start is on its way in for you. And I absolutely love this. If you haven't seen him, there is a guy on YouTube called Achyuta Bhava Das. I'll put a link in the description box below actually. He's just recently put out a video and it's really interesting that the Fool card comes up for you guys this week, because even though it doesn't necessarily represent Mercury, it has a very similar kind of energy. And because your ruler, Mercury, this week is becoming the evening star, which is kind of like a crossover moment, right? And Mercury is currently in the sign of Virgo, which is your sister or brother air sign. Mercury rules Virgo as well as your own sign, so it has kind of like a different energy there, which is really, really interesting. And so I kind of feel like this week you're getting an influx of new energy that's going to take you in a different direction, but it gives you a brand new perspective. It gives you a completely different understanding of where you've been, what you've been through, and what you've experienced up until this point throughout this year. Remember, you had that Venus retrograde take place in your sign as well, which I'm pretty sure was no joke for you guys, right? For your actions and options, you have the 8 of Pentacles. Something to do with your work is really starting to fire you up. This is about your mind working in a million different ways. It's kind of like you being really gung-ho about, right, this is where I want to go. This is what I want to create. This is how I'm moving forward from here on in. And that 8 of Pentacles sees you really doing the work, right? It sees you very focused on work, all of those dynamics. And using this new energy, especially on like a mental level, this is about you using this new energy to forge ahead when it comes to your work. So this could be a great week. You could have some amazing ideas, or something could come to you while you're in the process of your daily duties when it comes to your work or your job. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Page of Pentacles. So this is definitely, whatever it is this week that you're focused on, it's some aspect of your work, but also for a select few of you, I say a select few, but for a fair few of you, this could be about you finally launching that website. It could be you finally launching that business, or saying, right, you know what, I've talked about this long enough, now it's time to do it. Something that you it's almost like something that you're being drawn to do, something that you feel moved to do. And because this comes up in your communications and conversations, this is about you turning a hobby or a side hustle into something much more than that. It goes from the idea or the inception stage into production phase, which is really, really exciting, because it's kind of like this week, that's all you can talk about. You might drive people mad with this energy. I'm just letting you know in the here and now, right? You might be so focused on this that you're kind of like obsessed, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, like, okay, we get it, enough. Don't mind them, you do your thing. For your money and materials, you've got the 5 of Wands. So it does look like, because you've got the 8 of Pentacles above, there could be some sort of competition or competitive energy that enters the workspace or the work-based arena. And I think, if anything, this is actually gonna spur you on. Maybe you hear a comment about about yourself at work, or maybe somebody says something to you, and at first you might be like, oh, clutch my pearls, and then after that you're like, fuck that, right, let's have it. I'm going to show you why I'm all up in my business. Like, this is actually a very good energy for you. When it comes to your finances though, one thing that I will say to you, clarify what you feel you are worth. So if this is about a new job that's coming in for you, like a new job that you're starting or interviewing for you, clarify what you feel you are worth. Set a minimum deadline. or a minimum baseline. So you can say, right, well, you know what, this is the absolute lowest that I'm prepared to go to. If this is about creating things, fabricating things, buying things in order to sell them on, or as a component of something you plan to sell, you know, this is a week where you could be a master negotiator. You really could. You could be ruthless in the business world this week. This gives you a lot of passion, a lot of energy, brilliant gift of the gab, which you already have. You know, I feel sorry for anybody that comes at you this week, because that clapback could be fierce, boy. Woo! And then for your health, this week it looks like you're being really proactive about health. It looks like you're very focused on maybe moving more, or maybe finding something that you used to like to do, maybe some sort of a class or something like that. Maybe you're tentatively getting out of that, you know, sort of lockdown hermit home energy and emerging from that, which is really nice. And on a home level, it could be, especially for those of you that are partnered, well, specifically for those of you that are partnered, it could be that you are so work focused / obsessed this week that your partner's like, okay, you know what, can you stop bringing work home with you? Just something to consider. For your love and relations, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So for those of you that are single, you're definitely meeting somebody new, and it could be in some sort of social arena, or it could have something to do with your work, or maybe somebody that you meet in the process of setting up your business, or, you know, this idea that you're working on. For those of you that are partnered, you and your partner are looking at the finances. Now, you might be clashing over this, and I feel like this is probably likely to be to do with some sort of human cost. So something that maybe one of you wants or believes that you need, and the other one doesn't necessarily agree, but I think you'll find a way around it. And it looks like in some way, shape or form, there is an invite that is going to change everything for you guys as a couple, which is nice. It's great. Very exciting. So with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.